Imagine you're sitting quietly at your desk, trying to focus on an important task. Around you, the world buzzes with activity, phones ringing, people talking, notifications popping up relentlessly. Inside your head, it's no quieter. Thoughts about upcoming meetings, unresolved issues from yesterday, even plans for the weekend keep intruding. This constant mental noise is not just distracting, it can be genuinely exhausting and stressful. What if you could quiet this inner chaos and find a serene center, no matter what's happening around you? This is the promise of Buddhist teachings on controlling your mind. In our fast-paced, interconnected world, the mind often feels like a turbulent sea, constantly churned by waves of thoughts, emotions, and external pressures. Whether it's stress from work, personal anxieties, or the simple bombardment of daily information, controlling this incessant mental chatter is a challenge faced by many. Personal anxieties, or the simple bombardment of daily information, controlling this incessant mental chatter is a challenge faced by many. This is where the ancient wisdom of Buddhism offers a beacon of hope. Buddhist teachings provide profound and practical methods to tame the unruly mind, fostering a state of calm and clarity that enhances every aspect of life. At the heart of Buddhist philosophy is the understanding that peace comes from within. The Buddha taught that the mind is the source of all our experiences and that by mastering it, we can transform our lives. This series explores the fundamental Buddhist concept that the mind, when properly harnessed, can be a tool for liberation rather than a source of suffering. Through mindfulness and meditation, Buddhism offers a path to not only control the mind, but to cultivate profound insights into the nature of reality itself. Our journey into controlling the mind begins with recognizing its inherent nature. Unlike Western perspectives that often equate the mind solely with cognitive functions and the brain, Buddhism views the mind as an expansive field of consciousness that transcends physical boundaries. It is capable of infinite change and adaptation, constantly shaped by perceptions, experiences, and thoughts. By understanding this fluid nature, we can begin to see how our habitual patterns of thought contribute to our suffering and, more importantly, how we can change them. Mindfulness, or sati, is perhaps the most well-known Buddhist technique for achieving this control. It involves maintaining a moment-by-moment awareness of our thoughts, feelings, bodily sensations, and surrounding environment. However, mindfulness is not merely about being present. It is about being present in a particular way, non-judgmentally, compassionately, and with openness. This method allows practitioners to observe their mental processes in real time, granting them the ability to manage reactive patterns and impulsive actions that often lead to stress and unhappiness. Meditation, or bhavana, complements mindfulness by providing the tools to deepen this awareness and stabilize the mind. Through practices such as samatha, calming meditation, and vipassana, insight meditation, Buddhists develop the ability to not only calm the stormy waters of the mind, but also to see beneath its surface, to understand the impermanent and interconnected nature of all things. This insight is crucial for genuine mind control, as it shifts our perspective from one of clinging and aversion to one of acceptance and peace. This series will guide you through these practices, emphasizing not just the theoretical aspects of Buddhism, but their practical applications in everyday life. Whether you're a seasoned meditator or a curious newcomer, the teachings presented here aim to empower you to take charge of your mental landscape. By the end, you'll have gained not only the tools to control your mind, but also the wisdom to use those tools wisely, leading to a more mindful, serene, and enlightened existence. Throughout this series, you'll discover that controlling your mind is not about suppressing thoughts or emotions. It's about understanding them, managing them, and using them to your advantage. With the help of Buddhist teachings, you can turn your mind into a powerful ally on your journey towards peace and fulfillment. Join us as we explore these ancient yet ever-relevant techniques to master the art of mind control. Chapter 1. The Nature of the Mind. Understanding. The mind is the cornerstone of Buddhist practice. The Buddha taught that our experiences of joy, suffering, and everything in between arise from the mind. Therefore, learning to master it can lead to profound changes in how we perceive and interact with the world. This chapter explores the complex and nuanced Buddhist view of the mind, its inherent characteristics, and its central role in shaping our reality. The Buddhist concept of mind. In Buddhism, the mind, citta, is not limited to the functions of thinking and reasoning as often emphasized in Western thought. It encompasses all mental functions, including perception, emotion, and volition. The mind is seen as a stream of consciousness, a continuous flow of perceptions and mental events, each linked to the previous one by cause and effect, yet constantly changing. One of the fundamental teachings of Buddhism is that the mind is inherently clear and luminous. This intrinsic nature means that it has the potential to be pure and free from defilements such as greed, hatred, and delusion, which obscure our true nature and cause suffering. However, this natural clarity is often clouded by temporary stains that are not an inherent part of the mind, but are instead habits formed by our reactions to experiences. The mind's role in creating experience. Buddhist philosophy posits that what we perceive as reality is heavily mediated by the mind. The mind interprets sensory data, attaches meaning to it, and reacts according to a complex web of previous experiences, expectations, and biases. This means that much of what we consider to be the external world is actually a construct of our mind. As such, controlling the mind allows us to shape our experience of reality. This is illustrated in the Buddha's teaching on the 5 aggregates, or skandhas: form, sensation, perception, mental formations, and consciousness. Each aggregate contributes to the mistaken perception of a solid, independent self, which Buddhism argues does not truly exist. Understanding this helps practitioners detach from the notion of self, leading to greater peace and liberation. Impermanence and the mind. A key aspect of the mind in Buddhism is its impermanence, anicca. The mind is in a constant state of flux, ever-changing, never remaining the same from one moment to the next. This impermanence means that our thoughts, emotions, and perceptions are always shifting, and nothing mental can be permanently grasped. Realizing this helps practitioners reduce attachment to mental states and experiences, fostering a more balanced and detached outlook. The mind and suffering. The mind is central not only to our experience of joy and contentment, but also to our experiences of suffering, dukkha. The second noble truth of Buddhism states that the root of suffering is desire, which is born from the mind's ignorance of the true nature of reality. By clinging to impermanent states and things, the mind creates suffering. Therefore, understanding the mind's nature and learning to control its impulses and attachments is crucial for ending suffering. Mindfulness and awareness. Mindfulness, sati, is the practice of bringing one's attention to the present moment without judgment. It is a way to observe the workings of the mind, noticing how thoughts and emotions arise and pass. This awareness is crucial for breaking the cycle of automatic responses that often lead to negative patterns and unhappiness. Developing mindfulness through regular practice enables one to see the transient nature of all mental phenomena. This insight reduces the tendency to react emotionally and impulsively, thereby increasing emotional and psychological resilience. Concentration and focus. Concentration, or samadhi, is another important aspect of the mind in Buddhist practice. It involves the ability to focus the mind steadily on a single object or thought. This focus is not just about controlling attention, but about developing a deep, unwavering tranquility in the mind. Through concentration, practitioners can experience jhana, states of deep meditative absorption that provide profound peace and insight. Developing wisdom through the mind. Wisdom, prajna, in Buddhism, is the direct understanding of the true nature of reality, as opposed to knowledge gained through reasoning or study. It arises from a mind that has been purified and trained through mindfulness and concentration. Wisdom is what allows one to see things as they truly are, free from the distortions of ignorance and mental defilements. Wisdom in Buddhism is often described as the ability to perceive the three marks of existence: impermanence, suffering, and non-self. By developing a deep understanding of these characteristics, the mind can move towards enlightenment, freeing itself from the cycles of rebirth and suffering. Conclusion. The nature of the mind in Buddhism is a profound and expansive subject. It underpins all aspects of Buddhist practice and philosophy. By understanding and controlling the mind, practitioners can unlock the doors to wisdom, compassion, and ultimately, liberation from suffering. The path laid out by the Buddha starts with recognizing the mind's potential for purity and ends with achieving the clarity and peace that come from a deep understanding of its true nature. In the following chapters, we will explore how the practices of mindfulness and meditation can be applied to achieve control over the mind, shaping a reality that leads to greater happiness and fulfillment. Chapter 2. Foundations of Mindfulness. Mindfulness, or sati, is central to the practice of Buddhism. It is the method by which practitioners cultivate a deep, sustained awareness of the present moment. By developing mindfulness, one can observe the true nature of phenomena without the distortions of attachment, aversion, or ignorance. This chapter delves into the foundations of mindfulness, its practices, and its transformative power in achieving mind control. Understanding mindfulness. Mindfulness in Buddhism is more than just attention to the present moment. It is a profound engagement with the reality of our experiences. It involves observing thoughts, feelings, and sensations as they are, without trying to change them or react to them. This practice helps reveal the transient and interdependent nature of all things, teaching the practitioner to respond to life with equanimity and insight. The four foundations of mindfulness. The Buddha detailed the practice of mindfulness through the Satipatthana Sutta, which outlines the four foundations of mindfulness. 1. Mindfulness of the body, kayanupassana. This involves being aware of the body and its movements, sensations, and the breath. Techniques include breath meditation, body scanning, and walking meditation. This foundation helps to ground the mind in physical reality and reduces the dominance of mental chatter. 2. Mindfulness of feelings, Vedananupassana. Observing feelings not as personal experiences, but as phenomena that arise and pass away. This includes noticing how feelings are triggered, their nature, pleasant, unpleasant, or neutral, and how they affect the mind and body. 3. Mindfulness of mind, Cittanupassana. This practice focuses on the mind itself, observing its current state, whether it is greedy, hateful, deluded, concentrated, distracted, etc. It develops an awareness of how mental states come and go, providing insight into the impermanence of mental phenomena. 4th, mindfulness of mental objects, Dhammanupassana. Contemplation of mental objects involves observing different aspects of Dhamma, such as the 5 hindrances, the 7 factors of enlightenment, and more. This allows practitioners to see directly the laws governing the mind and phenomena. Methods of cultivating mindfulness. Mindfulness can be developed through formal meditation and informal practices throughout the day. Here are some key methods. Sitting meditation. Regular periods of seated meditation help develop stability of mind and deeper concentration. Practitioners learn to observe their thoughts and emotions without getting caught up in them. Mindful walking. Integrating mindfulness into walking helps make the practice part of everyday life. It involves paying close attention to the process of walking, noting the lifting, moving, and placing of each foot. Eating mindfully. By eating slowly and with full attention to the colors, textures, flavors, and smells, mindfulness turns a daily activity into a practice of awareness and gratitude. Mindful listening. This involves listening to others without judgment or preparing a response. It fosters deeper relationships and understanding. Benefits of mindfulness. The benefits of mindfulness are extensive. It reduces stress, improves mental health, enhances emotional intelligence, and increases overall well-being. On a deeper level, mindfulness practice leads to insight into the nature of suffering and the path to its cessation. It sharpens the practitioner's ability to see things as they truly are, uncolored by personal bias or emotional reactivity. Conclusion. Mindfulness is a powerful tool in the Buddhist practice of mind control. By returning to the present and observing phenomena without attachment, practitioners cultivate a profound understanding of the mind and its patterns. This awareness is the foundation for all further practices in Buddhism aimed at achieving freedom from suffering and the ultimate realization of enlightenment. In the next chapter, we will explore the various meditation techniques that build upon this foundation, deepening the control and understanding of the mind. Chapter 3. Mastering Meditation. Meditation is the heart of Buddhist practice. It is the method through which practitioners develop deeper levels of concentration and insight, leading to profound understanding and control of the mind. This chapter discusses the primary forms of meditation taught in Buddhism, their purposes, and the ways they complement the mindfulness practices outlined previously. Understanding meditation in Buddhism. Meditation in Buddhism is not just about relaxation or stress reduction. It is a disciplined practice aimed at cultivating a clear, calm, and concentrated mind that can penetrate the true nature of reality. There are 2 primary types of meditation in Buddhist practice: samatha, calming meditation, and vipassana, insight meditation. Both play crucial roles in the journey towards enlightenment. Samatha, calming the mind. Samatha meditation focuses on developing concentration, samadhi. It involves focusing the mind on a single object, such as the breath, a mantra, or a visual object. The primary goal of samatha is to achieve deep states of calm and concentration, known as jhana. These states are characterized by profound peace and stability of mind, which are essential for the more demanding practice of vipassana. Techniques of samatha. Meditation, O breath focus. Concentrating on the natural flow of the breath to anchor the mind and bring it to a state of single-pointed focus. Okasina. Practice. Using external objects like a disk of color or a flame to develop concentration and visual clarity. Ometta bhavana. Loving-kindness meditation. Cultivating feelings of loving-kindness towards oneself and others to develop a positive mental state and counteract feelings of ill will. Vipassana, gaining insight. Vipassana meditation is the practice of developing insight into the nature of reality. It involves observing the mind and body processes with the intention to understand their impermanent, unsatisfactory, and non-self characteristics. Vipassana builds on the concentration developed through samatha to deepen understanding and lead to wisdom, prajna. Techniques of Vipassana meditation, O body scan. Progressively moving one's focus through different parts of the body to observe sensations without attachment. O mindfulness of thoughts. Observing thoughts as they arise and pass, noting their impermanent nature without becoming involved in their content. O contemplation of Dhammas, reflecting on the teachings such as the Four Noble Truths and the dependent origination to deepen understanding of Buddhist doctrine, integrating samatha and vipassana. While samatha and vipassana are often practiced separately, their integration is essential for deepening Buddhist practice. Samatha provides the mind with the stability and calmness required to effectively undertake vipassana's analytical and often challenging work. Together, they lead to a balanced and comprehensive meditative practice that fully explores and realizes the mind's potential. The fruits of meditation. Regular meditation practice cultivates a myriad of benefits. Mental clarity and focus, improved ability to concentrate and maintain attention on tasks. Emotional resilience, enhanced ability to manage stress and recover from negative emotions. Insight into nature of self and reality, deep understanding of the impermanent and interconnected nature of all things, leading to wisdom and compassion. Conclusion. Meditation is a powerful tool for transforming the mind in Buddhist practice. By mastering samatha and vipassana, practitioners can reach new heights of mental clarity and insight, leading to genuine freedom and enlightenment. The disciplined practice of meditation not only helps control the mind, but also unlocks its ultimate potential for wisdom and compassion. In the next chapter, we will explore how these meditation practices are integrated into daily life, enhancing mindfulness and overall well-being. Chapter 4. Mindful Living. Mindful living is about extending the awareness and tranquility developed through meditation into all aspects of daily life. It is a practical application of mindfulness and meditation that helps transform routine activities into opportunities for spiritual growth and self-discovery. This chapter examines how to incorporate mindfulness practices into daily routines, enhancing both mental clarity and emotional stability. Integrating mindfulness into daily activities. Mindfulness doesn't end on the meditation cushion. It extends into every moment of our lives. By practicing mindfulness during ordinary activities, we can maintain a meditative state throughout the day, deepening our awareness and enhancing our ability to respond to life's challenges with equanimity and insight. Mindful eating. This involves paying close attention to the process of eating, savoring each bite, acknowledging the source of the food, and noticing the body's signals of hunger and fullness. This practice helps cultivate gratitude and can improve digestion and eating habits. Mindful walking. Whether walking to work or taking a stroll during a break, conscious walking involves noticing each step, the rhythm of the breath, and the feeling of the ground under the feet. It transforms a simple activity into a practice of presence. Mindful communication. Listening attentively and speaking thoughtfully can greatly enhance personal and professional relationships. This practice involves being fully present during conversations, observing one's thoughts and reactions without immediate judgment. Work and mindfulness. Work occupies a significant part of many people's lives, making it a crucial area for the application of mindfulness. Integrating mindfulness into work can reduce stress, increase productivity, and improve job satisfaction. Concentration tasks. Use techniques from samatha meditation to enhance focus during tasks that require sustained attention. Handling stress. Apply Vipassana insights to understand the impermanent nature of stressful situations and emotional reactions, thereby finding more balanced responses. Team interactions. Bring mindfulness to interactions with colleagues to foster a more harmonious and cooperative work environment. Mindfulness in relationships. Mindfulness can profoundly affect personal relationships by fostering deeper empathy, communication, and understanding. Empathetic listening. By fully focusing on the other person without planning your next response, you can build stronger, more genuine connections. Non-reactive responses. Mindfulness helps in recognizing one's emotional triggers and choosing thoughtful, composed responses instead of reacting impulsively. The challenges of mindful living. Living mindfully in a fast-paced, distraction-rich world is not without its challenges. It requires dedication and practice to remain mindful amid the chaos of everyday life. Consistency. Developing a consistent mindfulness practice can be challenging, but is crucial for its benefits to permeate all areas of life. Distractions. Modern life is full of distractions. Training the mind to return to mindfulness amidst these is a vital skill that needs continuous cultivation. Benefits of mindful living. The benefits of integrating mindfulness into daily life extend far beyond reduced stress and improved mental health. Increased happiness and contentment. Continuous mindfulness leads to greater appreciation of life's moments, reducing the constant striving for more that often leads to dissatisfaction. Deeper self-awareness. Regular mindfulness fosters a deeper understanding of oneself, one's values, and how one interacts with the world. Conclusion. Mindful living is the essence of applying Buddhist teachings of mind control in everyday life. It transforms mundane activities into spiritual practices, enhancing both personal well-being and the well-being of those around us. As we move to the next chapter, we will explore how to overcome mental obstacles that arise in the pursuit of mindfulness, providing strategies to maintain mental clarity and focus. Chapter 5. Dealing with mental obstacles. Even the most seasoned practitioners of mindfulness and meditation face mental obstacles. These challenges can disrupt practice and hinder progress on the path to enlightenment. Recognizing and overcoming these obstacles is crucial for deepening practice and achieving mental stability. Identifying common mental obstacles. Buddhism identifies 5 primary obstacles, nirvana, that arise in meditation and daily life. 1. Sensual desire, kamachanda, attachment to pleasurable experiences or objects. 2. Ill will, vyapada, feelings of malice, anger, and resentment towards others or oneself. 3. Sloth and torpor, thina mida, physical and mental sluggishness that impedes active engagement in practice. 4. Restlessness and worry, uddaka kukuka, a state of agitation that prevents the mind from settling into calmness. 5. Doubt, vicikiccha, uncertainty about the practice, the teachings, or one's own ability to progress. Overcoming the obstacles. Each mental obstacle requires specific strategies for effective management and overcoming. Here are approaches rooted in Buddhist teachings. Sensual desire, develop contentment and mindfulness of impermanence. Meditation on the unsatisfactory nature of sensory pleasures helps loosen the grip of desire. Ill will, practice loving kindness, metta meditation. This involves the cultivation of unconditional goodwill towards all beings, which counteracts feelings of anger and resentment. Sloth and torpor. Engage in more dynamic meditation practices, such as walking meditation. Physical activity combined with mindfulness can revitalize both body and mind. Restlessness and worry. Apply mindfulness to explore the root causes of agitation. Breathing exercises can also help calm the mind and ease worry. Doubt. Study and reflection on the teachings can help clear doubts. Seeking guidance from experienced practitioners and teachers is also invaluable. Techniques to strengthen practice. Beyond addressing individual obstacles, there are general practices that can enhance one's ability to deal with mental challenges. Regular meditation practice. Consistency is key in deepening meditation and enhancing its benefits. Mindfulness in daily activities. Integrating mindfulness into routine activities helps stabilize the mind and makes it less susceptible to obstacles. Community support, Sangha. Engaging with a community of practitioners provides moral support, inspiration, and practical advice. The role of wisdom in overcoming obstacles. Wisdom, prajna, is the ultimate tool for overcoming mental obstacles. It involves understanding the true nature of these obstacles, not as inherent parts of the self, but as transient mental states that can be observed, understood, and let go. Insight into the impermanent and non-self nature of phenomena is crucial in weakening the hold of these obstacles. Conclusion. Dealing with mental obstacles is an integral part of the path toward greater mindfulness and enlightenment in Buddhism. By understanding and applying the strategies discussed in this chapter, practitioners can navigate through these challenges effectively, leading to a more profound and stable practice. Mastery over these obstacles not only enhances personal meditation practice, but also contributes to more mindful, compassionate engagement with the world. In the next chapter, we will explore how cultivating positive mind states not only counters these obstacles, but also enriches the practitioner's journey towards enlightenment. Chapter 6. Cultivating positive mind states. In Buddhism, positive mind states are not just pleasant, they are powerful tools for transformation. These states, known as the Brahma-viharas or sublime attitudes, include loving kindness, compassion, empathetic joy, and equanimity. Cultivating these qualities is essential for balancing the mind, overcoming obstacles, and deepening one's spiritual practice. The four Brahma-viharas. 1. Loving kindness, metta. This is the practice of cultivating unconditional love and goodwill towards all beings. Metta meditation involves sending wishes of happiness and well-being to oneself and others, gradually extending these wishes to all living beings. This practice effectively counters ill will and resentment. 2. Compassion, karuna. Compassion is the desire to alleviate the suffering of others. Practicing compassion involves recognizing the suffering in the world and cultivating a heartfelt wish to help relieve it. This mind state balances out the potential for desensitization to others' pain that can arise from excessive detachment. 3. Empathetic joy, mudita. This involves taking joy in the happiness and successes of others, rather than feeling envy or resentment. By celebrating others' good fortune, practitioners open their hearts and share in the interconnectedness of all beings, enhancing their own happiness and contentment. 4. Equanimity, upekkha. Equanimity is the quality of remaining stable and balanced, regardless of the experiences that come one's way. It is not indifference, but a profound understanding of the nature of things, allowing one to experience life fully without being overwhelmed by it. Techniques for cultivating positive mind states. Each of the Brahma-viharas can be developed through specific meditation practices and daily mindfulness exercises. Guided imagery in meditation. Visualizing scenarios where one expresses metta or karuna can deepen these qualities. Imagining oneself in the place of others, sharing their joy or understanding their suffering, strengthens empathetic connections. Reflective journaling. Writing about experiences that evoke these qualities can enhance awareness and appreciation of their presence in daily life. Mindful reminders. Setting intentions each morning to practice one or more of the Brahma Viharas throughout the day can make these states more accessible and natural. The benefits of positive mind states. Cultivating these qualities does more than enhance individual well-being. It also has a profound impact on one's interactions with others and with the world at large. These mind states promote psychological resilience, improve relationships, and foster a supportive community environment. They help to dissolve barriers between self and other, leading to a more compassionate and connected life. Conclusion. Cultivating positive mind states is integral to the path of Buddhist practice. These qualities not only counter negative mental states, but also enrich the practitioner's experience and understanding of life. As these qualities grow, practitioners find themselves more capable of facing life's challenges with grace and wisdom, moving ever closer to the ultimate goal of enlightenment. In the final chapter, we will explore how mindfulness can be actively applied in challenging situations, further demonstrating the practical applications of these teachings in achieving mind control and personal transformation. Chapter 7. Mindfulness in action. Mindfulness in action is about utilizing the mindfulness and meditation skills learned through practice to engage with real-world challenges. This chapter discusses how to apply these techniques to maintain composure, clarity, and compassion in the face of life's inevitable difficulties. Applying mindfulness to challenging situations. Mindfulness is particularly effective when applied to challenging or stressful situations. It provides a tool to manage one's reactions and maintain mental clarity under pressure. Stressful work scenarios. Use mindfulness to observe your stress responses without judgment, allowing you to choose a more thoughtful and effective action rather than reacting impulsively. Difficult interpersonal interactions. In conflicts or challenging social interactions, mindfulness can help you remain centered and responsive rather than defensive or aggressive. It enables a compassionate perspective that often diffuses tension and promotes understanding. Techniques for staying present. Maintaining presence in difficult situations requires practice and intentionality. Here are some techniques to enhance mindfulness in action. Breathing techniques. Focused breathing exercises can quickly bring you back to the present moment, calming the mind and reducing physical stress responses. Pausing practice. Develop the habit of pausing before responding in any situation. This brief moment allows you to gather your thoughts and approach the situation mindfully. Reflective listening. Actively listen to what others are saying without planning your reply. This promotes better understanding and reduces miscommunication and conflict. Mindfulness and emotional resilience. Mindfulness not only helps manage immediate stress, but also builds long-term emotional resilience. By regularly practicing mindfulness, individuals can develop a stronger, more adaptable emotional base to face life's ups and downs. Emotional awareness. Mindfulness increases emotional awareness, which is crucial for understanding and regulating emotions effectively. Cognitive flexibility. Mindfulness promotes cognitive flexibility, helping practitioners adapt their thinking in response to new information or unforeseen circumstances. Overcoming barriers to mindfulness in action. Implementing mindfulness in daily life can encounter several barriers, from skepticism about its effectiveness to the challenge of remembering to be mindful. Here are ways to overcome these barriers. Regular practice. Consistency is key in mindfulness practice. Regular meditation and mindfulness exercises strengthen the habit of mindfulness. Mindfulness reminders, setting reminders or creating routines that incorporate mindfulness practices can help integrate mindfulness into daily life. Community support. Engaging with a community of like-minded practitioners can provide encouragement and accountability. Conclusion. Mindfulness in action is the culmination of all the practices discussed in this series. It represents the practical application of Buddhist teachings to not only control the mind, but also transform everyday experiences. As practitioners continue to apply these skills, they often find that their lives are enriched in ways that go beyond simple stress reduction to include deeper understanding, more meaningful relationships, and a profound sense of peace and fulfillment. As this series concludes, remember that the journey of mindfulness is ongoing. Each moment presents a new opportunity to practice, learn, and grow. By embracing mindfulness in action, practitioners can navigate the complexities of life with grace and wisdom, continually moving toward enlightenment and true liberation. As we conclude our exploration of controlling the mind through Buddhist teachings, we hope you have gained valuable insights and practical methods to enhance your mindfulness and meditation practices.